Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AGS TV channel. It is Aston Villa against Manchester United. It is a huge game for both teams. I am absolutely terrified for this kind of game. For many reasons, because I don't want to get laughed at. In all seriousness, I do think we'll win. I think we'll win actually quite comfortably. That's what I hope. United are terrible. We'll get into absolutely everything, but United are terrible. Their manager's on the verge of the sack. I mean, it's not even the first time he's been this close to the sack, but he is literally to a point of if he loses today, he's probably gone tomorrow, if not tonight. You've got players who don't seem to be playing for the manager, which sounds really harsh to say, but I think it is true. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else I can say other than that. I mean, just look at their team. We'll go into the lineups of both teams, but they are in some serious trouble. I tell you now. I don't think they are equipped really to perform against a team like Aston Villa. I think some of the players, even Eric Ten Hag has brought in, seem to fall out of favour with him. We'll go through the lineups of both teams. I'll even start with them, which I don't usually do. I usually start with Aston Villa, but I wanted to actually go and delve into their side and critique it, because I think it's necessary to do that. Don't be too cocky. They beat us last season. They did beat us last season, but that was with Scott McTominay. Where is Scott McTominay? Where is he? Someone who was hounded out consistently by Mark Goldbridge, who was arguably their best player last season. Scored very many clutch goals for Man United. Where is he? He's gone because he didn't get first team football, which is ridiculous. After his best scoring run, he didn't get, I think, the reward he deserved. Yeah, which is unbelievable. Man United, though, look, I'll say off the bat, they have a very good record at Villa. In fact, I think Villa Man United is probably one of the most one-sided games in recent history in the last 20, 30 years. Unai Emery's first game at Villa did end in a Villa win. I think we beat them 3-1. But last season, they did beat us. Villa led 2-0 away at Old Trafford and lost. And Scott McTominay got a 90th minute winner at Villa Park after United played terribly that day. And I think we were a little bit hard done by. Today, though, look, we'll go through everything, right? So, hello to everyone on YouTube and TikTok. I'm live on both platforms. Hello to you, Sparked. Bagel says, hi, Flat Cat Gaming. Oi, oi, up the Villa, matey. Not worried about today's game. They're worried about playing us. And Bagel says he's going to get sacked. On TikTok, I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm a United fan. I'm nervous, says Freddy's the GOAT. I'll be back when we batter you. I'm going to screenshot that. I'm going to screenshot that comment. And you might be used in a video later, mate. I'll be back when we batter you. And call that deluded Man United fan. There we go. I've screenshot his comment. Good luck today, says Jack. This is Ten Hag's farewell, says Fred. Come on, Villa, Spurs fan. 2-1 United, says Jack Robertson. Either Villa win or Ten Hag keeps his job. Gonna need to lose so Spurs can go fourth. Look, I'm just gonna say, if you're a United fan and you're gassing, I think you are a little bit deluded. Look, they could get a draw today. They could get a result, but to say United in their current state would batter Villa is absolutely absurd. Onana's in goal for Man United. Dalot consistently still remains their left back. I don't really understand that. I would have swapped Mazraoui and Dalot if I was Ten Hag, but he wants to play Dalot at left back again. Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire are at centre back. Let's just say it again. Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire. De Ligt dropped. The Butcher dropped. That's unbelievable. Genuinely unbelievable. Like, fair enough with Maguire. Why is Johnny Evans playing? Why is Johnny Evans playing? I don't get that at all. Galaxy on YouTube says, come on, Villa. I think they win 2-1. I did say hello to you, Sparks. What's good, man? In fact, it says words of hope. And I'm reading on TikTok. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok, guys. AJS TV. Feel free to follow me on both. Fred says Maguire and Evans is a joke. Use the clown music to play. I will, mate. I will, don't you worry. Riley says, come on, Villa. I predict it will be 4-1. I think we'll do normal Villa things on least. I mean, we are the gift that keeps on giving sometimes. But come on, they are terrible. Their midfield, Ericsson, and a just now fit Kobbie Mainoo, who's not had a good start to the season. I like Kobbie Mainoo, but he's played terribly so far. Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund up front. Højlund did get his goal in midweek, but Fernandes sent off twice in a week, and he's still starting up front as a 10. Sorry, he's still starting in the 10 for United. I just think that's unbelievable, and he's playing crap. I think Bruno's been absolutely terrible. So I'm very surprised with that. Rasmus, I think he's better than Xerxes. I'll give him that. I think he might actually cause us problems. I don't think Xerxes would have caused us any issues, but Rasmus might. Watkins gonna have a party. I'll be back when you get back. The same guy, by the way. He says, I'll be back when we batter you. 20 times Man United. And he's just said, I'll be back when you get embarrassed. Welcome to screenshot number 2. Both from the same person. Like I said, you're getting in a video. I hope you enjoyed that. Watch it with popcorn, man. Man United deluded fan part 2. There you go. I've put both screenshots. Don't worry, pal. You're going straight in there. Hope you have fun. Yeah, so that's the United team. We'll go through the Villa one now as well. In goal for Aston Villa, Emi Martinez. Matty Cash is at right back. We finally have a right back, a proper right back in position. I was worried about Carlos starting today. I know Carlos was good against Bayern, but I think he plays really well in the defensive style. Like when the back, backs to the wall. I don't think Carlos is very good when we're the side that is supposed to like have a lot of possession and press, and I think that's when his mistakes come in. When we just need him to defend, Carlos is very good. I'm fucking freezing in my room, by the way. Cash at right back, Konza, Torres centre backs, Digne at left back. No Onana, which is a huge miss, by the way. Barkley, Tielemans make up the midfield pivot with Bailey on one side, Philogene on the other. Rodgers just behind Ollie Watkins. I mean, Morgan Rodgers arguably been our best player. The players are coming onto the pitch. Come on, you Villa boys! Get into him today. Come on, get him sacked. Get that bald fraud sacked. Come on. I don't care who it is. I don't care if we win 1-0 from an Evans own goal. Get that fraud sacked. Hello, Sarah. Sorry, I read that before. As an LFC fan, I'm here to say goodbye to the greatest Manchester United manager, Eric Seven Hag. I want to thank Villa fans and Unai Emery, so I'm here to watch it live. Well, I hope you enjoy it, pal. I have Watkins in my fantasy. Better score an hat-trick. We shall see, my friend. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Come on, I am buzzing. Guys, give me your score predictions in the chat. Let's go. I'm saying 2-0 Aston Villa. I will be here. Oh my God. Benjamin says he's worried about the game. Luke says I won't be worried if I won't be surprised if we lose. This is just the Villa way of thinking. This is years of just Villa torment. Look, this is a different Villa. This is Unai Emery's Villa, right? I don't think we should be concerned about this game. We have a much better team than them. The only player in their 11 that would start for Villa is Dalot. The only player that would start is Dalot in current form, right? So why are we worried? I'm not worried. Easy 2-0 Villa. Unai is a master magician. I love him. And we will cook today. So everyone just calma. United fan, apologise about. Oh, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. Look, like I said, you never know. United could. Ten Hag always seems to get something when he's desperate, and they could get a draw today. But I had a problem with him saying they were going to batter Villa. I think it's just a delusion, like genuine delusion. Because even if United were to win, their best case scenario is like a 1-0 away at Villa, smash and grab. The fact he genuinely thinks United are going to batter Villa is just unreal. Absolutely unbelievable. Johnny Evans and Maguire starting as a joke. Onana McGinn, big losses for us as Benjamin. Hannah says up the Villa. Oh, shit. Luke says so inconsistent. Josh says same old Villa, always cheat. I need an Emmy clean sheet. FPL. Oh, we don't get clean sheets around here, pal. We don't get clean sheets. Fred says 2 on Villa, but it's 2 on United. T-Mac at Arsenal says 3-1 Villa. Luke says, come on, Villa. Loads of up the Villas. And oh, baby, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm everything. I'm absolutely everything. The fans got to be screaming. Yeah, the boys at the Hole, they've got to carry us over the line here. Jesus, man. Should be easy 3 points, as Mr. Long. For Villa, can't see United do anything much, although Maguire's in defence. You know what? Maguire's actually probably been their most consistent defender. I'll give him credit, actually. Plus, Maguire pretty much saved Ten Hag's job midweek. Maybe he only saved it for a few days. But, yeah. I'll give Maguire credit. Johnny Evans, though. Fuck. How is Evans starting a Premier League game for Man United in 2024? It's just baffling. Absolutely baffling. Even if you're a United fan, right? That must be scary. Mark Goldbridge is saying that he thinks United's lineup today is Eric Ten Hag trying to get sacked. That's a United fan saying he thinks the lineup's so bad because no Agate as well. He thinks the lineup is so bad that he thinks Ten Hag wants to have that payoff. We're about to be underway, ladies and gentlemen. Get the likes up. Come on, you Villa boys. Get into them today. Come on. Let's make that bold fraud get sacked this evening in Birmingham on the way back. United kick off and the ball's back to Onana. Spark says Ten Hag. 10 is gone. He's sacked no matter the result. The team is picked. Confirmation of his sacking. It's done. Only way he'll stay is if United destroy Villa 3-0, which is not going to happen. Murad says, as if talking of Maguire, you're a funny guy. Good old slabhead Maguire. And he might play well today. Like I said, he's actually not, I think he's overhated sometimes, Maguire. I think he's been better than Lisandro Martinez sometimes. I think I'm a little bit nervous for this. Ross Barkley on the ball for Villa inside the first minute. Cash. I mean, I'm not Cash's biggest fan, which is why I said I think Dallo is far better than Matty Cash. That's the only bit of credit I'll give United. Lovely 1-2 already with Barkley and Rodgers. Oh no! Oh, that's a funny start. What an... Dallo just smashes the ball against Rashford and it goes out for a throw-in. And the Villa fans sarcastically cheer it. He's literally, Dallo's blasted it straight into the arse of Rashford. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, you couldn't write this shit sometimes. Maguire's better than Sula, that's for sure, says Murad. People dislike Maguire, but they really hate his foot. Maguire underrated, says Lucas. Maguire's class is there. So I mean, I think, like I said, I think Harry Maguire is a little bit overhated. He's not amazing, but he's not as bad as what some people say. I think he's a scapegoat. Has been scapegoated before. For England, he's been very good. I've very rarely given criticism for Maguire playing for England. And I think he's, at least in the last few years for United, been one of their most consistent defenders. So. Yeah, I think I'm being fairly nice to Manchester United in this video. Obviously, I'm going to be confident because Villa are playing really well, and it's maybe you could say a tad arrogant considering Man United's record at Villa. But yeah, it's just what I think. Man United giving the ball away every time they get it. I mean, it's not a great start for them. Garnacho winning the ball and then their midfield give it away. The Villa crowd very loud already. It's Rodgers. Rodgers is pulled over, free kick to Aston Villa, and Rodgers wants a card, I think, for that. I think a card has been shown. 2 minutes into a game, I think Ericsson, was that Ericsson or Rashford booked? I think there has been a yellow card already, based on the Villa crowd's reaction. A card has been shown. I still can't tell who it was, because they're both standing. Oh, it is to Ericsson. Ericsson is already on a yellow card. You can't have your midfield pivot get booked this early. I'm sorry. But, like, goodness me, man. That is the worst. I can't say. It's probably one of the worst things that can happen when you're playing away from Villa and you've got a yellow card in 2 minutes. Digne to take the free kick for Aston Villa. And it'll be a left wing. It'll be a left-footed swinging ball. Poor ball, really. It's a good header away by Dallo. Philogene picks it up on the far side. 3.5 minutes gone. Villa 0, Manchester United 0. Unfortunately, Tielemans has to play the ball back to Martinez. Yeah, we kind of wasted that free kick. That was quite poor. It was a poor delivery from Digne, which I don't often say. It was a very easy header away from Dallo. After you've seen your TikTok, I've indeed bet on a United. Fair enough. Jamie says, keep right on up the blue. You did lose to Charlton Athletic in the same week Villa beat Bayern Munich. Can we let that sink in? Oh, that's poor. And Rashford, this is a decent chance for United. Marcus Rashford cuts inside. Rashford, big save Martinez. I say big save straight at him. I gassed that up a little bit. But that's really poor down the right for Villa. We lose the ball in a silly situation. Rashford is greedy. He's really greedy. It's Matty Cash, man. I tell you what, I was gassing Cash coming back from injury, and it's Cash giving the ball away. Villa get exposed. Barkley's dribbled around a little bit easy there for my liking. Rashford a bit greedy. Goes for a goal at the near post. Could say Martinez, but that's poor from Cash. It's poor. I mean, he's rusty. He's been injured. He's come back, but dear Lord, mate. Fuck, Guys, double tap the screen. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. AJS TV. Feel free to watch me on both. Ben Edwards on YouTube says Cash is dreadful. Murad says Unya. I was talking about Dortmund. Could have been 4-1. Dortmund has been very inconsistent. I'm not watching from a website today. I'm watching on Sky Sports Premier League. I have every paid opportunity to watch football. I will take it. It's just unfortunately I can't get every game. That's the annoying part. Luke says, come on, Villa. Villa win 4-1 as Kenzia Roberts. Rogers scores 3. Emmy clean sheet and Emmy score. my FPL, I've not had a look at this. So I don't think I've done very well this week. So I've kind of just ignored it. 5 minutes gone. Man United with a throw in deep inside the half. Mazraoui will take it. What's the plan for... by the way, mates, congrats to graduating uni. What's the plan for the future? We shall see. Exciting bit of time for me, I guess. Flick on forward towards Barkley. Rasmus drops deep and loses the ball really poorly. Dear Lord, Rasmus. Oh, lovely play, but Rodgers, it's a heavy touch for Rodgers. And it's been quite a stop and start to this game, to be honest. I mean, both sides just seem to struggle to keep the ball. Rodgers, it was a really nice interplay down the left with Digne, and then Rodgers took a really heavy touch and lost the ball. But it was a nice combination. I think Philogene was involved with it as well. Digne back to Pau Torres. United are trying to press from the front. Torres in Akonza. Villa definitely having more of the ball so far. Definitely. Yeah, it was computer science, yeah. Oh, man. Like I said, though, I want a convincing win today. I'd like a clean sheet. Villa don't get many clean sheets. Ironically, got one against Bayern Munich of all teams, but we struggled. We didn't get a clean sheet against Wolves or Everton, Leicester. Even West Ham. I mean, that was a dodgy penalty in that game, but we don't get many. So it would be nice to have one. Cash battling with Rashford does actually really well there, Cash. And I'll even clap that. That was really good. Wrestled him off the ball. Played a nice pass into Konza. Konza in Rodgers. Rodgers to Watkins. Edge of the box for Villa. Watkins. Rodgers might have a go. Rodgers! Yo! I thought it was in. I thought it was in the back of the net. Rodgers puts it wide and it's about a foot wide. I thought it crept in the near post sent from Rodgers. Lovely 1-2 with Ollie. I mean, Johnny Evans has had a nightmare there. I don't know what Evans is doing. Evans is just allowing Rodgers to do whatever he wants. Oh, it's about a foot or two wide of the post. Oh, that was a chance. Like I said, from the angle we got, I thought that was in the net. That's really poor defending from Johnny Evans. Like I said, he just allowed Rodgers to do what he wants. Rashford can't keep the ball in play as United tried to play on the break. And Villa get a throw in deep inside Villa's half. Rodgers scores 4 Emmy clean sheet. Mate, Rodgers nearly got one there, man. So nearly the goal. Eric Ten Hag Oh, okay. I'm not getting into politics. Oh, man. 8.5 minutes gone. Still 0-0 at Villa Park. Evans with a header. Won back by Bailey. First time I've seen him have the ball so far. Konza. Very high press from United. Konza drills it long. Good pass into Ollie Watkins. Is he... Oh, okay. Wait. The referee has pulled the game back for an offside. The commentator's talking about the whole Duran-Ollie Watkins debate. I mean, I ask it almost every stream, but would you have started John Duran? I think this is a kind of game where you could risk it, to be honest. I mean, they're defensively a bit shaky. I think this is the type of game Duran would probably, especially against Maguire and Johnny Evans, I think this is the kind of game Duran would prosper. Konza down for Villa and looking a bit frustrated. So I really hope it's not another injury issue for Villa. The camera pans to Tyrone Mings in the stands. I mean, they're saying for ages that Tyrone Mings will come back soon, but I don't know how soon. I mean, soon needs to be really soon right now, to be honest. Konza getting treatment, but by his reaction, I don't think this is very good at all. And he's been very good for Aston Villa this season. Lucas says, I wish we had McGinn. Keep right on, pal, says SX Dino. Like I said, mate, you lost to Charlton Athletic. So, you know, calma. Ten Hag wants to go at this point, says Fred is the guy. I mean, he's very lucky that Rodgers' shot was just wide, because his selection to put in Evans, so far, I've not seen that at all. Like, I've not seen what Evans... I mean, Evans just allowed Rodgers to kind of do what he wants. He kept backing up and giving Rodgers the space. It's actually a fairly poor shot from Rodgers in the end. Definitely should have took advantage of that. Like I said, I don't have a link right now. If someone wants to provide one, I'll pin a link in the comments on YouTube. But like I said, right now I'm watching actually on Sky Sports. But if anyone has a good link, they can show me. Konza is being substituted, which is sad. Konza going off injured. I think it's a precaution. I could tell by his reaction. Yeah, it's not great. And Diego Carlos is on, and this was my worry. This is the worry. Like, Carlos was absolutely brilliant against Bayern Munich because we had to defend the whole game, right? Carlos, days earlier, was terrible against Ipswich when we needed to actually have a lot of the possession and play up from the back against a team that presses. Carlos' decision making is all over the place sometimes, and yeah, that is just my major concern. Goodness me. That's not great for Villa, to be honest. I still think we should win this kind of game, but yeah. Also, I just realised my chat wasn't updated. I've missed loads of comments. I'm sorry. My chat just didn't update for some reason. Harry says 4-2 Villa. Maguire, I've read that one before. Someone said keep right on up the Blues. I'm not surprised at this point. Thank God Evans is awful. Leverkusen says come on Villa. Rags are losers at Eric tonight. I mean, all the United fans, right? Not all, but a lot want them to drop points today so Ten Hag gets the sack. And everyone else wants Ten Hag to get a win against Villa today to keep him in the job. It's actually quite funny to like really think about it. People are so desperate for Ten Hag to keep his job. They're like, yeah, please beat Villa. Keep him in. Paul said, come on, Villa. Yeah. I mean, yeah, come on, Villa. Like I said, I'm a bit wary now of Carlos at the back. With Konza going off injured, that's a huge concern of mine. We've seen it before a few times. Carlos, Cash needs to do his laces. Goodness me. Yeah, Matty Cash needs to do his bloody shoelaces. Who do you think has the best atmosphere in England, says Pearl? I mean, one of the best home crowds is Crystal Palace, but I wouldn't say they've got the best away support. Oh, lovely from Torres, by the way. Dribbles past to Digne down the channel into Philogene. Won by Harry Maguire, and Maguire's done really well there. Bruno stabs the ball forward to Rashford with the outside his boot. Not Rashford, sorry, Garnacho. Good tackle there from Yuri Tielemans. But he wants an offside. The offside doesn't get shown. Gallagher, I can't speak today. I really can't. Carragher, also on co-commentary, thinks it's offside. Yeah, Garnacho is, I think, in an offside position. Unless Carlos plays him on. Man. It's not been a great start for Villa, I don't think. I really don't think. Philogene wins a throw-in. Does well, actually, against Mazraoui. 40 minutes gone, it's still 0-0. Krul says, I predict Ten Hag will go before the November break. Guys, like I said, double tap the screen. Be sure to do all that good stuff. I appreciate all your support, as always. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. Silly free kick to give away. Bruno Fernandes wins a free kick in the halfway line for United. Dropshot says Carlos will score the winner. Ben Edwards says Konza, McGinn, Onana, Ramsey all injured with cut. Yeah, we've got a huge injury list going on now, which yeah, it's not great. Millwall tight fan base. I saw Millwall fans in the Square Peg in Birmingham yesterday because Millwall played away at West Brom. And so there was loads of Millwall fans in Birmingham. Just go, Mill, and all their weird chants. My score prediction today was 2-0 Villa. I'm not shying away from that. So far, I don't think we've played very well. I don't know. I think Rodgers probably should have made it 1-0 Villa. Got on his favourite right foot. Got into a good position. Oh, what a ball. Dealt with only barely by Morgan Rodgers. Kept alive by Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. I think he's a lot deeper than he usually is. He's dropped into left-back position. And then Maguire's just been muscled off the ball. Villa throw-in. And to be fair, that's a good tackle, Johnny Evans. Like I said, I think United have done all right so far. I think they've done all right. Kamo says, I reckon Villa win this. Thomas says, hi again. How you doing, mate? And Owen Ford says, Melt. If you mean me? Is he calling me a Melt? I hate Bruno Fernandes. I mean, not many people do like Bruno Fernandes, in fairness, drop shot. 16 minutes gone it. Villa 0, Manchester United 0. Still that only chance from Morgan Rodgers in this game. Dallo, that's a good ball. Højlund. Carlos with him. Oh, that's brilliant, Carlos. That's brilliant. Carlos bumps him off the ball. Does concede the throw-in. But that's brilliant from Diego Carlos. Højlund, I mean, he's slow there, Højlund. He actually had the yards on Carlos, but Carlos was able to catch up and then bump him off the ball like nothing. Lil Rideru says Ten Hag is a flop. Villa defend the throw-in. Rodgers wrestling Højlund, plays a ball down the channel. Good pass actually into Bailey. Bailey trying to find Watkins. And eventually it's thumped all the way back to Onana in goal for Manchester United. 17 minutes gone. It's still Villa 0. Man United 0. Haaland. Funny comment from Flapcat Gaming. Oh, man. Yeah, Konza went down injured. With I think it's a thigh injury, I guess. Could be wrong with that. But his immediate reaction was just frustration. So I was like, yeah, I've got a bad feeling he'll have to go. And he's gone off to Carlos. And I've made my point. Carlos is very good when we're in a low block. He's very good at, the raw basic defending. But when he has to play out, he's not really a ball playing defender, and he struggles with that. And we've conceded a lot of goals. You think of Wolves at home, you think of Ipswich, where his decision making is really poor. It's really poor at times. Every time Villa score, pin that United. I'll just put it on screen. I'll put it on screen. In fact, you know what? I'll show you guys what I mean. I had a United fan come in, and I took the screenshot of it because it's just hilarious. Of a United fan just being straight up deluded. I mean, Am I able to show that over here as well? Bear with me. There we go. If I make that bigger. I'll be back when we batter you. So I'm just going to hide that for now. I'll hide it for now. But I want you to remember... this United fan said that. the word batter is bold, by the way. That is a very bold statement to make in the current state of Manchester United. Fair play, right? Because that's proper love for your club. But come on, man. To be honest, it's really sad to see 82-year-old Alex Ferguson watching United play while being at Rangers match. Seeing the castle he built for. I mean, I feel for Fergie a little bit, but like he did make my childhood misery. So at the same time, do I? Ben says hoping Konza will drop out of international and get 2 weeks rest. I mean, you would imagine we'll pull him out now. That guy is the only United fan who believes we can batter a team. I mean, I don't think United batter Ipswich Town right now. Never mind Villa. Lovely from Philogene, by the way. Philogene's gone for goal! I mean, I like the arrogance. It's just not had any swerve on this shot at all. And any swerve makes this difficult for Onana. But I think he's rushed it a little bit. He has rushed that a little bit, Philogene. It has gone wide of the post. Onana doesn't even dive for it. I don't know if that's Onana being shite. Are you acoustic? Maybe I am, mate. Maybe I am. We shall see. And if I am, then if you don't like me, that's just you being a bigot. How about that? Gunnar Harry says, go on, Villa. And Leverett says, I don't know if that's confidence or stupidity. It's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. I think he should have crept closer to the goal to have a shot. He's like 35 yards. You're gonna have to score unless you're John Duran. I wouldn't recommend it. You know, that's just me. Oh man, 20 minutes gone. It is Villa 0, United 0. Garnacho gets a throw in from Digne. Bowls it back to Mazraoui into Harry Maguire. United in their own half right now. Villa gonna batter them, I can't lie. Well, we're early on. It's early on. It's not... I will say... Look, I'm going to be level-headed for a little bit. As much as I've been very confident about this game, I don't think Villa have played very well so far. I don't think United have either, but I expected a little bit more from Villa. That's a good interchange, actually, down the left for United. And Rashford... that's never a foul. That's never a foul on Bruno Fernandes. I'll watch this again. I'll take the Villa tinted glasses off. Nah, he's dived on the floor for that. Look, he does have his shirt, in fairness. But he literally just throws himself. He just throws himself to the floor. There's no... Like, he's got his shirt like that. And he just decides, oh, you know what? I'm going to go. And he gets a free kick, which is why the Villa fans behind him were not very happy with that. I mean... It is arguably a foul because it's a shirt pull, but he doesn't even try and make it like... He makes it very obvious what he's doing. Okay, I don't know why someone's posting 1-0 over and over again, because the score is 0-0 and I have a very, very low latency stream. So, yeah. United fans wanted a handball from Rodgers, but I mean, you give a penalty for that, you'll give a million. You will give a million of them a game. I want to see Goldbridge mad. I mean, like it's early on. It's early on. It's early on. Harry Maguire on the ball. Yeah, what a weirdo. What a weirdo. Genuine children on this account. On this channel, honestly. Guys, double tap screen. As always, like I said, I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. I do every Aston Villa game. Like I said, there's not many Villa accounts on TikTok. It's really weird. So if you haven't already, if you haven't thought about following a Villa account, I'm right here. Follow me. That's simple. I think I'm nearly at 6,500 followers now, so... you can help me towards maybe 7k. The Villa team's full injury, says Wes. I mean, that doesn't help us, does it? I mean, it's just the injury list is piling up now. Onana, McGinn, Ramsey, Konza now. Yeah, Tyrone Mings still. Like, yeah, it's a bit of a worry. It's a bit of a worry, to be honest. Spark says, I have literally double taped on my screen subconsciously every time he says that. I don't know what you mean in your comment, mate. I read that comment as well before. I want to see Goldbridge mad. Bailey isn't fully fit. I mean, yeah, Bailey was subbed on and subbed off against Bayern Munich. Villagine flicks it on towards Ollie Watkins. Referee once again gives a bit of a soft foul to United on the halfway line. That's twice now. Villagine is playing on the left. He had a very audacious long shot past the post, where he probably could have done a bit more. Lever it, mate. I do vlogs. Go and watch it. I went to Villa Everton a few weeks ago. I've done a few vlogs on my YouTube channel. They do really well. The last one I got was, I think it has nearly 3,000 views. And yeah, it was only a few weeks ago, so go watch it. Emi Martinez going long, I should say. Tielemans, again, it's just hit and hit. Heavy pass, hit and hope ball. Not been too pleased with what I've seen. Not been too pleased, to be honest. But it's early on. And in Unai we trust. Awkward ball, that from Harry Maguire. It deflects towards Onana. And United get away with a bit of a weird moment there. Emery's such a class manager. I mean, he's very good. He's very good. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'm live on YouTube and TikTok at AJS TV. And as I've mentioned, I do vlogs when I go to the Villa games and lots of Villa-related content. Aston Villa Short says, AJ, a match you always go to is Villa Everton. I've gone to Villa Everton a few times, actually. I think I've gone over the years. I think I've gone to 4 Villa Everton games. I think Villa Everton is the most played top division game. I think you can look that up as a fact, because Everton have always been like top flight, and Villa for most of the club's history have been top flight. Are you getting cooked or something? Why is Villa odds on winning the same as United's now on Sky Bet? It's been we're not getting cooked. It's just been a slow game. That's all it is. Rodgers wrestling with Ericsson, who's on a yellow. Oh, that's very well defended by Johnny Evans, who I've got a lot of slack for, but Evans is actually playing very well so far. I'll give him that. I'll give Evans that. He's played well. But yeah, Rodgers wrestling with Ericsson, and I don't think he gets the call at all that Johnny Evans flying towards it. Although Evans has hurt himself. I give Evans... You couldn't write this. I give John... Oh, I just realised, guys, on YouTube, I forgot to do some overlays. I apologise. There we go. We've got the lineup there. And we're going to get some stats. That's all, mate. I forgot to add these on screen. Yeah. So there we go. We've got the lineup going. They've given Emi Martinez I mean, Emi's barely done anything, so I don't know why he's been given a 7 so far, but that's just me. I have no idea. Expected goals, I mean, we're 27 minutes into the game. The XG is 0.16 to 0.13. To give you a grasp of how this game has gone so far. Bailey, I want him to get more involved. Bailey's barely touched the ball. In fact, all of Villa's midfield has been... It's not been amazing. It's not been amazing. I feel like it's going to be like the Wolves game. Maybe. I think Villa were really slow in that first half. The only thing I will say is Wolves' change of game plan in the second half allowed Villa to be a bit more aggressive. It's very poor back heel from Fernandez. Villa on the break here with Bailey. Bailey against Dalot in the box. Cuts it back. Barkley. Heavy touch on Barkley. And he fouls Johnny Evans in the process. Barkley has been shite today. What is going on, mate? What I tell you what, that Bruno pass is terrible. Bruno does this like blind back heel that goes straight to a Villa man. Cutback. Oh, the cutback is good there from Bailey, but Barkley, horrendous first touch, and it just allows Johnny Evans to close down the space like straight away. What is going on here? Bit of a mess here with Carlos and Cash. And then Barkley doesn't chase a ball. Oh, we miss Onana already. We miss Onana. I predicted 2-0 Villa start of the day, so I'm not going to change my mind on that. It'd be a bit cheaty if I did, but yeah. Ross Barkley has been awful. Absolutely awful. Is Maswell for United? Into Kobe Mainu. Ericsson. We got to attack Ericsson more. He got a yellow card in the second minute of the game, and we've not really troubled him since. Poor ball, by the way, from Rashford, trying to find Dallo. Dallo made a good run into the box on the inside. Villa clear it along, but only to a United shirt. Is Ericsson. Evans into Kobe Mainu. The average United position is so... what formation is that? It's very just squashed in the middle. It's like a 3... it's like a 3-3-4, but it's like flat lines. It's like all the average United position is just a square, basically. Bruno against Torres. Ball into Kobe Mainu. Edge of the Villa box. Bruno into Mazraoui. Harry Maguire now. Half an hour playing at Villa Park. We've still not really had any clear-cut opportunity at all. I don't know. I think it's because Digne. And then Garnacho wins it back for United. Good tackle from Tielemans and Carlos with a no-nonsense clearance away. Villa needs to settle. Villa seriously need to settle. AVFC for Life says Bruno's getting a red card today. I mean, that would be funny. 3 reds in a row would probably be some kind of record. And Spark says Villa not playing well. My liking. I don't think Villa or United have played well so far. It's been a really poor game. That is a good ball though into Rashford on the left. Rashford's early cross, header away by Carlos. Barkley, that's better from Barkley. He actually uses his head, makes a pass, and Rodgers can run straight down the heart of United. Rodgers on the break for Villa into Ollie Watkins. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. What are we doing? Oh, that's such a waste. Rodgers carries the balls, 50 yards there for nothing because Ollie Watkins can't beat one man. We get it back though with Tielemans into Watkins again. Can he do part 2 better this time? Watkins step over in the box. Tielemans on the edge. And we just pissing about. He does have a deflected shot and Villa get the first corner of the day. Come on. We've got to be better than this, man. Seriously. Wake up, Villa. It's such like silly defending. Johnny Evans, I hate to say it, he's been man of the match. I took the piss out of Johnny Evans. Thankfully, I didn't. I went on TikTok, made a video, and I was laughing at the United lineup a little bit, and I didn't go into Evans. I'm glad I didn't because goodness me, man, Johnny Evans has been very good. What is going on? This is terrible. Oh dear. Corner to Villa. It is Digne, although his free kick early in the game was terrible. Can Austin McPhee cook something up? The set-piece coach. Villa corner. Doesn't beat the first man. Edge of the box. It's Tielemans. Cash. I mean, that's just the typical shite Matty Cash cross. Goodness me, Villa. What are we doing? Mazraoui dribbles past 2. And that's a dive. Again! How are you falling for this every time? Mate, come on. That is a dive. They flopped to the ground so fast. That's unbelievable. He's ran into Tielemans and flopped to the ground. Come on, man. 33 minutes play, still 0-0. And this, midweek Villa, what can I say? Every time after Europe, we're ass. I swear to God, man. Dean Ricketts says, "Hi, dude. Love your celebration when we beat Bayern." Thank you. That I did. I did the clip. I put it on YouTube and TikTok. I think my clip has like 30,000+ views now of the Duran reaction. As Bruno dives again, I mean, Bruno did dive for a free kick. Yeah, had a shirt pull. I mean, it was a foul, right? But like the shirt pull is a foul. But then he flopped to the floor, and the referee gave it. Ben says, missing too many key players. This would be a different game with McGinn and Onana. I agree with that, Ben. The back line of dreams for United is Fred. I just... dear. Garnacho for United. Into Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Offside. Villa's line catches United out again. Well, yeah. I mean, according to the stats on Flash Score, and you can see it on my YouTube live stream, the man of the match today so far is Johnny Evans. Goodness me. Goodness me. Well, the United owners are at the game today. Surprise to no one, that is. Villa with 47% of the ball. 2 shots to Man United's 1, which was Morgan Rogers and Philogene, which both went wide. And United's only shot was a Rashford one that was straight at Emi Martinez. And that was poor. I think all 3 shots have been quite poor, to be honest. It wasn't great at all. It wasn't great at all. That's a better ball from Tielemans into Barkley. Villa chance. Barkley tries to play it towards Philogene. Picked up though from Digne. Cross from Digne towards the far post. Bailey, what is that control? What? I feel like I'm not watching Villa today. What am I seeing? It's a good cross from Digne, and Digne looks frustrated. Because Bailey's touch is just... I mean, has he got Timberlands on? That's the question. It's just skimmed off his boot. It really doesn't feel like I'm watching Aston Villa. If it's a hard thing, if it's a hard ball to bring down, right? Try and do something with it. Try and hook it back in towards the middle. Maybe go for a weird shot, get a corner. That's a foul from Maguire on Watkins, which the linesman gives. And this has to be a booking. It is Harry Maguire with a yellow card. I mean, Maguire's moaning at the linesman here. And he's not happy with the decision, but it is an elbow. And if he's gonna keep moaning, he might get another yellow here, Harry Maguire. I don't know what he's moaning at. Ollie Watkins is just he's just wiped him out with his elbow. What does he think was gonna happen there? You can't just shove your elbow in someone's face. How he had the cheek to moan at the linesman for that is outrageous. He just smashed into him. So now that's Maguire and Eriksson on yellow cards. Ten Hag should be sacked alone for not playing Amajalo. Alex Ferguson here to see Ten Hag's funeral. Well, Villa's first 2 set pieces today have been abysmal. So how about our third one? Jesus Christ. Guys, like I said, double tap the screen. I appreciate all the support on the channel today. Will we see Ten Hag get the sack? Free kick to Aston Villa. 37th minute into the game. Still it's 0-0. Still not... I mean, you had the half chance with Rodgers. I think you should have done better with. But that's been the only chance of the game, really. It's a decent opportunity to put a ball in. Really is a decent opportunity to put a ball in. Come on. I just want one good delivery, please. Digne. Cross. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, that's the easiest save Onana will probably make today. It's just straight at him. And Bruno getting booed. Is Garnacho on the left this time. Garnacho against Cash. Barkley in support. Barkley does well, actually. Somehow Bailey doesn't get... okay, how Garnacho kept hold of the ball is unbelievable. Cross cleared by Carlos. Headed forward by Johnny Evans. Actually finds a pass into Rashford with the layoff. Garnacho. Save. And he keeps it in play, I think. He does keep it in play and he points to the line. It's a good save. Martinez. Well done. Well done, Emmett. Luca Digne for Villa. 38 minutes gone. It's still 0-0 and we've still yet to see anything. Really? Why is he... Yeah, Digne, I think, went for a shot there. Was that a shot? Or what do you guys reckon? Did he drill that towards the keeper, hoping it was going to get a deflection or like a nick on it on the way through? Or do you think he's actually tried to score past Onana from there? I really hope he's not had Ronaldo at ego there and thought, I'm going to drill this past Onana because he's shit. It's just a simple save for Onana. Like, it's gone straight at him. Really poor delivery. That's 3 set pieces he's taken today, and they've all been abysmal. They've all been absolutely abysmal. Carlos forward to Digne. Cushion pass into Philogene. Philogene against Mainu. Into Digne. Good pass into Tielemans. Barkley, edge of the box for Villa. Might go for goal, Barkley. Shifts it towards the right. It's Bailey. Bailey with the overlap of Cash. Ignores him. Bailey goes for a cross. Only half clear. Tielemans. Good ball into Philogene, but his touch let him down again, and it's just the story of the game. And then Garnacho throws himself to the ground, and United get another cheap free kick. I mean, come on. There's so little contact there. There's such little contact. Like... again, it's one of those where, like, if you touch a defender, they're probably going to go down, right? But come on, man. One hand on his back is not enough to push him over, especially when he's barely touched his back. But you always run that risk if you do it. So it's one of those where, like, you can't be mad at him for it. But for goodness sake, man. Game of frustration. Yeah, Philogene's touch is terrible, and I mean, it's been the story of the game. Barkley's touch has evaded him today. Bailey's touch has evaded him. That's a foul from Kobbie Mainoo on Tielemans, and Tielemans has stayed down. We've already seen Eriksen get a booking, and it's going to be Kobbie Mainoo with a booking as well. I think this referee, I'll give him credit. I think he's actually, other than falling for United's bullshit a little bit, he's actually managed this game, I think, quite well. Because that's, again, it's just a very reckless challenge from Kobbie Mainoo and a very, very much deserved yellow card with the challenge on Tielemans. Just a matter of time by the sound of it. It says Flapcap pressure's building and wants the great Unai has had his chat half time with different second half. I hope so. I hope so. And maybe we can actually target their midfield now, because now both Eriksen and Kobbie Mainoo on yellow cards. I think there is now a target we can now place on them. And Harry Maguire on yellow. So all their, literally bar Johnny Evans, all their central players are on bookings. Torres into Digne. Poor touch again from... Blad, seriously, touch the ball, man. Thankfully, we can recycle it, but the touch has been abysmal. I really hope people pick on this on half-time on Twitter or wherever you find your Villa forums. I use Twitter because Twitter's everywhere. But the touch has evaded everyone today, genuinely. Bailey against Dallo. Back heel towards Cash. It's a good pass into Cash, actually, but United have everyone back defending. Bailey finds Carlos. 3 minutes till half-time yet. Still 0-0 and still without... I mean, this game will end 0-0 if nothing changes. Like, genuinely, something has to change here. Oh, that's really poor for Mazraoui. And that's a foul as well. And Garnacho is fuming that the foul is given. Villa get a free kick again, edge of the box. I'm not going to be that excited about it because we've just wasted every set piece we've had. Yeah, to be fair, look, I'm gonna taking the Villa tinted glasses off. I think they've actually been a bit hard done by there. I think actually Pau Torres fouls them, and then a second later, Garnacho does like maybe half the foul of Pau Torres, and the referee gives a free kick to Villa for that. Like I said, I'm very unbiased. I like to be unbiased on this channel. I think that's really harsh to give that for a Villa free kick. I'm happy with it, obviously, but I think it's a really harsh free kick to United. A free kick to Villa. That was fouled by Garnacho. And you can tell why Garnacho is so frustrated, I think. Tielemans free kick for Villa. And it's just into the hands of Onana again. At least it's not Digne on it, but goodness me, the set pieces. These are the worst set pieces we've had all season. Easily the worst set pieces we've had all season. Ollie Watkins has had absolutely like zero like distribution to him, and when he's had the ball, he's not done anything with it anyway. Bailey cushions a ball down for United on the attack. Tielemans with the tackle and cash back to Emi Martinez. Under pressure though, has to drill it long. Ben says we need to get Duran on. Yeah, I'd put Duran on now. On his, oh dear, Pau Torres loses the ball. Rasmussen, Rashford, and that's terrible from Rashford. Oh dear. Let Villa off there. Pau Torres losing the ball in midfield. No communication there at the back. Christ. Guys, double tap the stream. I'd appreciate all the support as always. It is Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 0. Coming up to half time. It's been just a really flat game, to be honest. Not much has happened at all. Matty Cash. Yeah, Bailey's just been really, really off it. Really off it. Spark says, I'm tired of seeing teams play like this when there is a chance to attack with a simple quick pass and they slow down. Now under slot within the same Flapcat game. He says, I think Bailey only played today to get minutes under his belt. And it's frustrating. I am spoiled by heavy metal football for 8 years. Oh, man. Carlos, coming up to... there won't be much added time. Maybe for a little bit for Konza's injury, but there's going to be very little added time here, lads. Very little. I've missed loads of comments. Why does my chat? Sorry for my TikTok viewers, by the way. My chat has just not updated. Do I have to press refresh every time? It just freezes. I've missed a million comments. I apologise, my TikTok viewers. How long has it been like that for? I just thought I weren't getting any comments. I fucking hate TikTok, man. Right, wait till Duran comes on next half, says Dempster. Come on, United, says R and but D. Hi says, how do you feel about Nottingham Forest is high in the... Man, there's beef between people. Thought you were going to lever this United team. I mean, we might. We still got the second half, Simon. Rashford deserves in call in quotes. Villa will win, says George. Like I said, I apologise, guys. I apologise. I've missed a million comments, man. Tielemans tries to find Watkins. Philogene picks up the ball at the edge of the box. Tries to... You know what? I'll give him credit for the attempted outside the boot free ball, but it's well intercepted. What's my fantasy score? I've not checked. I think I've done ass, to be honest. Rodgers. Bailey goes down. Villa get a free kick. And Johnny Evans is fuming at the referee. Surely he's going to talk himself into a yellow card if he continues to be like that. The referee's called him over, actually, I think. And I like this approach from the referee. He's not taking any shit. He's good refereeing. Yeah, don't take the shit from him, man. Good refereeing. I love that. Don't take it. Duran for Bailey would terrify United defence. And Flatcat says, I predicted 3 for Villa today. Plenty of time for that still. Yep. There's still time for it. I just want to win. Whether it's 1-0 or what. I just want to win it. That's all I want. League said we should score already. Like I said, it's been a really poor first half. I think if we were playing like almost any other team in the league, we'd be losing this game. Like we're just very lucky we're playing a very poor United team because we've been absolutely terrible today. Free kick to Villa should be the last opportunity of the half, really, but every free kick's been terrible. That one's no better. For fuck's sake, he doesn't beat the first man again. Goodness me, Digne, sort it out, man. Villa still have it with Digne. Sorry, Tielemans cross, header from Watkins. Doesn't get the quite the contact he wants. And they've given another soft free kick again. Every time we touch the... If we lose the ball, right, we might as well just preemptively give them a free kick, because at any time a Villa player even remotely sneezes on a United defender, the referee will give a free kick to them inside their own half. So, yeah. The set pieces have been abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Like I said, I've missed loads of comments because my TikTok chat just didn't update, and I apologise for that. And there was some comments including, "Are we playing well?" Not really. I don't want to be that guy. I think we've been shit. It's just been. I think look, you don't want to blame injuries, but injuries have cost Villa a little bit. The touch is awful on almost everyone. Yeah, it's not been great. It's not been great at all. And Nintendo nor Nyron. It is half time. It is 0-0. It says, "Can I ask you start, bench, sell Jared Bowen, Brian and Burmo, and Jadon Sancho?" Now I'm gonna say something that is very unpopular, which is I actually rate Mbeumo more than Sancho and Bowen. I think Sancho's like the glamorous name, even though he's had like a couple poor years at United. But Mbeumo is just Mr. Consistent. So I would start Mbeumo, bench Sancho, sell Bowen. Although Mbeumo is like a bit old now, but I love Mbeumo. That's my bias. Mbeumo's brilliant. But yeah, half time, that's shite. 0-0, and like I said, if we were playing any other team in the league, we'd be losing. Almost any other team. Maybe like Southampton. But what a terrible first half. Genuinely terrible first half. And yeah, we're fortunate. We're fortunate we're playing such a poor team because we would be losing. It's everyone. It just feels like as a collective, like Digne's set pieces have been. Is he only 25? His hairline's terrible. I know it's coming from me, but fuck, you know, he looks like he's 32. I thought he was like near enough the same age as Tony, so I'm surprised at that. Anyway, back to my point. Set pieces have been awful. Set pieces have been absolutely awful. Awful, awful, awful. We might as well not give them to us because I don't think we've beat the first man, and when we have, well, not properly beat the first man because when we have, it's gone straight into their keeper's hands like a pass. So that's been terrible. Barkley, I think, has had a really tough half. Decision making has been all over the place. Philogene, I love the lad, but you're not Duran. You're not going to score from 40 yards. I don't know why he went for goal from that far out. Wasted a real opportunity for Villa when we've not really created anything. Rodgers should have probably hit the target. He did really well against Evans early on in the game. Put a shot wide. I think if he had the shot again, he probably hits the target. Maybe scores at Onana's near post. But again, it goes down as a wasted opportunity for Villa. It's just I mean, Bailey's been awful. I'll give Bailey like some slack because he's been injured, but you can really tell he's still unfit because he's just. It feels like we're playing with 10 men sometimes, honestly. Matty Cash made a huge mistake in the first half, and Rashford probably could have done better with it. I mean, welcome back, Cash, eh? Fucking hell. Yeah, just awful. Just absolutely awful. Bailey's carrying the injury, still grimaces a shot. Exactly. So I'm not going to get onto Bailey because I feel bad, really. Because you can tell he's injured. I don't think he should have played today, or at least like not started the game. You just tell he's like something's off. I'm just reading some responses on Twitter on my phone. Duran on. I'll sort by most liked because there's loads of bots on Twitter these days. Screams of Duran winner off the bench. Watkins score, man. Duran off for Bailey. Rodgers out wide. We comfortably win the game. Positive to take is this is United playing well and us playing poorly. I think that I couldn't have said it any better. This is United actually playing quite well for their standards, and this is Villa playing terribly for our standards. So yeah, Johnny Evans has been brilliant. I'll give him credit because I took the piss out of Evans a little bit. I'm man enough to actually say, you know what, I'll hold my hand up. I think Evans actually was playing well. But United have Ericsson on a yellow, Kobbie Mainoo on a yellow, Maguire on a yellow. We should really target the mid, really target the heart of their team. Get Rodgers to run at them a bit more. Try and get him some space. Rodgers will get players sent off on his own. United seem to treat us like a cup final. Their record at Villa Park and just against Villa in general is ridiculous. No matter how bad they are, they always seem to get a result against Villa. But yeah, from what I see, from what the Villa fans are saying half time, it's just been very, very flat. I want Duran ball now, to be honest. Give me Duran ball. Flatcap says, agreed, injuries have stymied our run. Beating Bayern and drawing United don't feel right. Well, we drew Ipswich, beat Bayern, and now we're struggling with Man United. It's the Aston Villa way. Them losing Maguire is an advantage to them. I mean, I don't think Maguire's gone off, has he? Maguire with a yellow. And oh no, he had to have his socks replaced. He's not being subbed, I don't think. His socks got torn from a free kick. And I don't think Maguire's their best centre back. I think I said he's overhated. I don't think he's their best centre back, no. Villa are tired, says Asdrin. I mean, so are United. We both played midweek, so I'm not going to use that as an excuse. But I just think we've been poor. I think United have actually played all right. Like I said, if you look at standards, right, our standards, we're playing down here. In terms of United, how they're playing, it's up here, but it's still an even game. But they're playing quite well considering how they've played recently, and we're playing quite poorly compared to how we're playing recently. It's still 0-0, which I just think speaks, volumes really. Onana, we haven't really tested him. I want to see us actually go at Onana a little bit because just reading some stats at half time. Like I said, I've got stats on screen on my YouTube stream. Like I said, I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. If you want to have a better viewing experience, you can go over to TikTok. XG. I mean, if this doesn't explain the game, the XG is terrible. 0.13 XG to 0.20. Dear Lord, that explains the game probably more than any of my words can. In fairness, that is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. 50% possession, literally straight down the middle. Straight down the middle there. So I'm just changing some of these stats on the screen. Yeah, it's not been great viewing. Only one corner, and we've had, was it 3 free kicks for Villa today? They've all been terrible. They've all been absolutely woeful. Villa put so much into the Bayern. I think we put a lot emotionally and physically into the Bayern game. Like I said, it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, and we have been awful, right? We have been awful. United fans will probably be happy with that. This is what I mean. Their standards have dropped, right? Villa fans are annoyed with how this game is going and are disappointed how poorly we've been. United fans will probably be happy with that because they're actually, to their standards, they're playing better. And I'm just saying, this isn't me. This is on Manchester United's page, right? And someone's saying it's the worst referee in the Premier League, with decisions against both teams being awful. Darian says best man on the pitch of Johnny Evans. Dallo awful every game. Bruno finished. Boring as expected. Sack him at full time. Best half of football under Ten Hag. We're winning the league. I guess that's progress for. I mean, yeah, it's just mad, isn't it? Johnny Evans a brick wall. Like I said, Johnny Evans played well. I'll give a whole hand up to that. Johnny Evans has been brilliant. Misty Denine says, oh wait, I'm just reading some comments. Dylan looks like he wants to sack Ten Hag when he signed for the club in his introduction video with Mazraoui. Why is Goldbridge angry? Should be happy that Villa hasn't scored yet. I don't know. I maybe because United have been poor on the attack. Like I said, some United fans have let their standards get dropped here. I mean, you go back 5 years, I don't think United fans would be happy with that first half. But with how they've played in the last few months, especially under Ollie Ball and under Ranić Ball and now Ten Hag Ball, I think the standards drop a little bit, and suddenly that's a better half. That's an improved half. United are a bogey team, Graham. Yeah. And GBC, yeah, Villa have been awful. We have been awful. I'm not going to shy away from that. We've been absolutely awful. It's just, it's simple, it's basics, right? I always say in my streams, Villa have got to get the basics right. And we haven't. We've nowhere near got the basics right today. The touch has been awful on a lot of our players. I'd take Bailey off. Bailey's not fit. Bailey's not fit at all. I'd take Bailey off, bring on Duran, put Rodgers out wide. go for a bit more of a standard 4-4-2. I mean, there is the argument to keep Rodgers in the middle because they've got 3 central players on yellow cards. So I can see that argument that way as well. But I would definitely, for me, I'd bring on Duran because and Maatsen. I'd bring on Maatsen. I think Digne's been awful. Digne's crossing has been not like Digne. So if someone told me that it's a prank and someone's wearing a Digne mask out there, I'd believe it because that's not how, that's not the Digne I've seen the last year under Unai Emery. Does the Konza injury look serious? Not seeing it. We'll see. He looked angry and frustrated, so that's not a good sign. I think he knew straight away he had to come off. And yeah, I do have a ghost behind me. It's I was going to make a joke, but I don't want it to age badly. There's already enough clips of me today that could age badly. I'm not going to add another one. Our last game against United, Digne scored a beautiful free kick. Yeah, where's that been today, though? Onana's missing again. I mean, if people tell me that we don't miss Onana, I'm going to slap him because Barkley is just nowhere near the man of Onana. And that's just not me being harsh on Onana. It's just true. Onana's way more of a presence. Even physically from corners, right? Sometimes football's very simple. He's a big man score header. Like, even defending your own box, he's like 6'4". Like, honestly, it's crazy. Ref's been your best player. I think the ref has been poor for both teams. I think he's given Villa. He's given Villa maybe like a couple soft free kicks, but every time we breathe on your defenders, you get a free kick as well. I think it's one of those where it's been terrible for both sides. You can't really turn around and say he's been there. The referee has helped Villa, or the referee has helped United. I think the referee's been terrible in general. Doesn't matter who it's for. I think there was one moment where I'll fully agree and I'll say Pau Torres, I think he fouled Mazraoui. Referee doesn't give it. And then Garnacho barely touches Philogene and he gives that free kick. And that's poor refereeing. But every single time we lose the ball and we press United player basically dives under a slight touch and the referee gives a foul. And United, I'd do the same. If the referee falls for even, the most obvious flop to the ground, I'd do the same as a player as well. Because I'm like, well, I know the referee's going to give this. There's a slight hand on my back. I'm going to go down. The referee has fell for everything. He's fell for absolutely everything. He's just a bad referee in general. Doesn't matter. It's not to Villa, it's not to United, he's just shit. Tielemans on a rampage. Tielemans is the only Villa player I think can hold his head up. And Carlos. I think Carlos has done quite well today as well, off the bench. Very no nonsense, which I think is how he plays his best football. I think when he actually tries to use his brain, it's when it goes wrong. Carlos is very physical and a very good no nonsense defender, but he's not a ball playing defender, is he? But yeah, we shall see. Guys, give me your full-time predictions. I think at this point it's probably going to be a 1-goal swing. That's what I think. There's probably going to be a 1-goal swing, which is really sad to say that because Villa should win this game. Especially with how United have been. But it's all on. If Villa don't get a win today, it's all on us. It's all on us. Henry says 1-0 Villa, 2-0 United. Is a prediction. 2-0 Villa said Misty, Duran for both. 5-0 Villa to the West Ham. I mean, Villa will have to be much better in the second half to even come close to that. I think Unai Emery will give him a kick up the arse, or already has given him a kick up the arse. Lindelof is coming on for United. I think that's for Harry Maguire, I'm guessing. Maguire on a yellow, and he had his sock ripped. And it's another change. Are they? I think they've changed both the centre backs, no? Oh, we're going to see that. We've just seen Lindelof get ready. Maybe Lindelof is going fullback. I don't know. But we've seen Lindelof and De Ligt get ready to come on. Maguire's done injured again. I mean, he's had an alright game, Harry Maguire. I think we've not really threatened Maguire at all. We got a yellow for a silly foul. But yeah. We just need to attack United a bit more down the middle. I think the pivot has been poor. I think Eriksen and Mainoo have struggled. Especially with Tielemans, but yeah. It's just every time we beat Eriksen and Mainoo, we run into the brick wall that is Johnny Evans, apparently. I'm just going to listen to the commentary. Apparently, Evans has returned. We've not seen Maguire. That's what the commentators have said. What worries me is, as United fans, your midfield, says John. Well, it's fair enough, but our midfield hasn't been as good today. So if there's any moment right now, there's any moment for United to actually get a win and trying desperately to keep Ten Hag in the job, it's today, because we've been awful. This has not been your typical Villa performance. Well, there are going to be subs, guys. Harry Maguire off for Delict as he comes off the bench. And the other one is Mazraoui for Victor Lindelof, which is an interesting change to make. It's a double sub for United. Is that tactical? Let me know what you guys think about that one. I think the Maguire one is obvious because it's injured, right? An injury. But why Lindelof? Why Lindelof on from... I thought Mazraoui played all right that half. I'm kind of at a loss for words, really. I think Mazraoui with Garnacho combined a few times down the right. I think he's defended against Philogene well. Surely, if that's tactical, I disagree with that. I want Villa to win, obviously. So I just think Lindelof is just a straight downgrade to Mazraoui. I don't really get that. Mazraoui's not even on the yellow card. I don't really get that. But Villa, we're about to be underway for the second half. Come on, you Villa boys! Come on! Get into them. Please be a better second half performance, man, because this has been absolutely woeful. Absolutely woeful from what we've seen in this first half. And we are underway. Yuri Tielemans into Barkley. Can Villa just do anything? That's the question. Can we do anything in this half? Because other than a Rodgers shot in the first couple minutes and some dead set pieces, that's been it for Villa. Ollie was better than Ten Hag. I don't know. Under Ollie, they were awful. The whole Ollie's at the wheel thing was just... don't let recency bias take effect, because Ollie Ball was... I don't think people quite remember how bad Ollie Ball was towards the end. Love Villa, but I hope it's tears for you at full time, mate. I can't cope with another loss. John, mate, you've had loads of wins at Villa Park. And just against Villa in general. Allow us to have something, man. It might better United anyway. If Ten Hag gets the sack, I think you lot actually could start going up the league. I think a win for United is actually probably arguably the worst outcome for both teams. Obviously, Villa don't want to lose games. I think Ten Hag being at United, they don't improve. Oh, lovely from Barkley. Dribbles past Marcus Rashford like he's not even there. Barkley with Cash on the overlap does find him. Cash into Bailey. Early ball from... It doesn't even beat the first man. Bailey's cross is smashed away. Villa get a throw in front of the United fans. Absolutely, but I personally still give him time. Fair enough, John. Is it the... I'll ask you the question. It's 1-0 Forest. Chelsea 0, Forest 1. It's Chris Wood. Goal update. Oh no, Enzo Maresca. Oh no. At home to Forest. Dear. Just going back into my point. Is it the fact that United just seem to sack loads of managers and nothing improves? Is it like the players? I've heard loads of people talk about it, but I'd love to know what you think. Barkley with a really poor ball as well. Garnacho. Good bit of strength that from Digne. But to be fair to Garnacho, he does really well to get up. Free kick to Manchester United is actually given for a foul on Garnacho. Deja vu every 2 years. You have to look at individual players after so many managers been sat every 2 years. No, I get that. I think the thing for me, right, is I think it's 50-50. I think Ten Hag has played bad football, but you can't put it all on Ten Hag, right? And one of the big things for me is Jose Mourinho recently said, and you've probably heard this anyway if you're a United fan, that there are players he wanted to sell 7 years ago that are still there now. And I think that is like a huge statement to make. 7 years is a long time in football. And I'm guessing one of those is Luke Shaw. Kobe Mainoo goes for a shot that's deflected. It's just a bit of tennis, really, from Villa. Kobe Mainoo into Rashford. Rashford skips inside, goes for goal. I think it's tipped over from Martinez. It is. I think it's going over, but Emi had no idea. Just seen this shot again. Rashford cuts inside. I mean, I think Cash allows him to a little bit easy there. He's always going to cut in on his right boot. He did it earlier in the game. Oh, it's a good save. He actually clips the crossbar. It's a really good save from Martinez. Really good save. Yeah, I heard that. Shaw Lindelof. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Corner to United. Can't be any worse than ours. Only half cleared. Garnacho. I mean, if he does shots like that all game, then Villa will be fine. That's gone horrendously wide from Garnacho. Nuno Espirito cooking, says Sparks. And as I said earlier, if Ineos got any clue to manage football, they will need to bring in De Zerbi. I don't think De Zerbi's that great. I think De Zerbi is one of those like hipster names, man. There was a point in time last season where people are very quick to forget De Zerbi won like 6 out of 24 games for Brighton. Is that really a manager you want to bring into Man United, really? I think the standards are slipping. I think United standards are slipping. Because that, you go back 10 years, De Zerbi would not even be considered. Yeah, Epic said, what was that? It's a very poor attempt on goal from Garnacho. I think he just didn't get the contact on the ball he wanted. Like nowhere near it. Barkley, good pass under pressure into Bailey. Very high press from United. Villa do play out of it though with Tielemans. And if this pass is good, we could catch him on the break here. It's Digne. Into Pau Torres. He carries the ball. Rodgers points him, but he doesn't find him. In fact, he goes down the left into Digne. Cross deflected. Villa corner. Come on. Please be a better set piece, for the love of God. I want one good set piece today. I'm not asking for a lot here. I appreciate you, John. And as a United fan, Garnacho shots like that way too much for an attack. I mean, it's not what you want to see. Like I said, I gave I can't even speak today. I gave criticism to Philogene for something earlier in the game, just shooting from a stupid position, 40 yards. You're not John Duran. Like, you're not gonna. You'd have to hit that perfect. Corner to Villa, taken short into Cash, edge of the box. Cash! Oh, sails wide. Goodness me. That's not. I mean, Onana's literally stopped watching that halfway through the shot, just to sum it up how bad the shot from Cash there was. He's put the power in it, but there's no accuracy in it at all. Look, and the worst part is that's been one of our better set pieces, going short and Cash blasting it like over the stand. Jesus Christ. I won't mind De Zerbi at Man United, speaking as Villa fan of the awful manager. Onana, United play short into Ericsson. High press from Philogene, but United just about play out of it with Lindelof and out. As he carries the ball to the halfway line, Garnacho into Kobe Mainu. Mainu into Ericsson. 51 minutes played here. It's still 0-0. Lucas says we're so bad. Yeah, we haven't really got. We've not got going. And the more I look at the clock, I'm starting to think it's Captain Chaos time, mate. I think we got to press the Captain Chaos button at some point. Charlie said, I've been busy. How are we looking? I've kind of answered your question without seeing your question. It's been very flat from Villa. To sum it up, we just not got going. The touch has evaded several of our players today. Set pieces have been unusually bad. Really bad. Digne, probably one of the worst games I've seen Digne play on the attacking point of view. That's better from Barkley. I gave Barkley criticism first half, but he's doing a lot better. Rodgers carries the ball down the heart of United. Skips past De Ligt. Oh, he tries to do too much. He does really well to get past De Ligt, but then he tries to beat Mainu as well. And you're overcooking the stew, mate. There, I don't know. You get past one, I think you should give the ball at that point. Digne back to Martinez. John Duran. John Duran is cold. Please help us, John Duran. I'll pray to John Duran. Bro, overcooking, blood. He's overcooking. Ball from Tielemans. Tries to find Watkins long through the middle. Collected well, actually, from De Ligt there. Johnny Evans back to Onana. Rodgers presses high. Digne battling with Rashford. Rashford has to go backwards towards Lindelof. I've got to say, Onana's probably touched the ball more than Rasmus Højlund at this point. We've forced them back so many times. The issue is, I like the fact that we're forcing them back. It's just we're not really winning the ball. It's just we're making their build-up plays be slower. Yeah, Chelsea are losing 1-0. I did say this. It is 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Goal by Chris Wood in the 49th minute. And Rod said, what crap game. It's been awful, mate. It's been absolutely awful. Worst game we've played this season. Bear in mind, we've been beaten. Oh, Chelsea have equalised. 1-1. Well, that's just great timing. Noni Madueke makes it 1-1. I just had the goal notification come up while watching Sky Sports. Will they do an Arsenal? Will they go 2-1 into 3-1? Oh, West Ham United. I do vlogs. I go to Villa, and on YouTube you can look them up. I went to Villa Everton recently. You want to watch the vlogs? I think that vlog's got like nearly 3,000 views. So yeah, you support the channel AJS TV. I'm live on YouTube right now. So after the game, you can watch some of my vlogs. You can't be a great again with Bruno and Rashford. That is a bold claim. I don't know. I think Bruno on his day is really good. I don't know about my criticism of Rashford. He's been there so long now, and he's always been there with like all the disastrous managers they've got, right? And these are good managers coming in like Van Gaal, like Jose, and he's always been at the heart of the team when those managers have got sacked. And I don't know. At some point, I think maybe Rashford should go. Cash, back heel into Barkley. Barkley into Cash. Good ball. Cash cross. Headed away by Dallo. Corner Villa. This is getting a bit better from Villa. We're getting a little bit better now. A little bit better. Well, Tom, if you listen to what I said, you could go watch my vlogs too, mate. Rashford has overdone his stay, says Epic. And half the people you follow on Twitter from like football Twitter accounts probably have never gone to see their team ever play. And you probably follow half of them, mate. So, corner to Aston Villa. Front of the North Stand. 55 played. Digne goes short into Bailey. Bailey. That's a good ball. Tielemans first time! Save! Tipped over by Onana. Good strike, and Tielemans is frustrated he doesn't put that in the net. Really good save from Andre Onana. He's not put it quite in the corner. It's a good shot from Tielemans. First time. It's always a difficult thing to do, but it's a good save from Onana. Oh, Tom, who do you support? And if you say Birmingham, I will laugh. Corner to Aston Villa. It's taken short for like the fourth time in the row now. We go short again with a 1-2, and that's poor from Digne. Oh, for fuck's sake. We went short into Bailey. Bailey with a 1-2 into Digne. Oh, he's actually a Blues fan. Oh, my God. Tom is about... Mate, you lost to Charlton. £30 million squad in League One. You lose to Charlton Athletic without a shot on target. That is crazy. That is genuinely crazy. 15 million on a striker in League One. He's a Birmingham fan. He's Birmingham. Rodgers into Watkins. Is better from Villa. Watkins goes for it. Does he get a finger? Oh, it's apparently just gone over. I was thinking and hoping Onana got a finger on the shot there. Lovely 1-2 from Rodgers into Watkins. And, I mean, fair enough, Ollie. He's ambitious. He's confident. He's gone for it. And it's about, what, a foot over? I think he gets a finger on it, you know. I think he gets a little finger on the save, but has gone for a goal kick. Rashford has an alright season every now and again, but he has too many bad seasons for United. Apparently, I follow a Mickey Mouse club who beat Bayern Munich in the Champions League this week. So, if we're the Mickey Mouse club, what are Bayern? I'll rest my case. Thought Liverpool Palace was boring. This crap tops. Yeah, that game. I mean, that had a little bit in the second half. I think Eze probably should have scored. Palace probably should have had a penalty. But we need Duran. We need Duran time, mate. We got Captain Chaos has to come on. Flatcat says pressure's building. We're going to get at least one today by sounds of it. I mean, it's bold, but with Duran, you never know. How much delay am I? Mate, Virgin Media has unbelievable low latency football. It's fantastic. Lucas says, get Duran on. They finally lost the game in League One. Shuts down the Blue Nose. Mate, how they're losing games in that league. They were only saying this week that they're unbeaten and only big teams stay unbeaten. And then they lose to Charlton. You couldn't write it. Charlton Athletic. Lovely ball to Cash down the right for Villa. On the attack. On the break. Cash is tripped by by Rashford. Ref. Where's the card? He's just took a swing at Cash. I think the referee has booked Rashford now. I'm guessing by the sarcastic applause from the Villa fans, a card was shown there. Yeah, Rashford was booked. That's the fourth yellow of the day for Man United, and now we're gone still 0-0. Elsewhere, it is still Chelsea 1, Forest 1. 4 shots on target of 5. It seems to be a close game, to be fair. Chelsea have a little bit more possession, but Forest seem to be playing all right. I'll keep you updated on that score. Free kick Villa. Every set piece there has been abysmal, unfortunately. Adam, not yet. I'll probably wait till Black Friday, as I always do. And Flapcat says, almost time for the John Duran half-hour special. It's like, mate, he's got his own show at this point. Yeah, JT also said nearly time for Duran. Free kick. Tielemans leaves it. We take it short into Bailey. Bailey gets a cross in. Oh, it doesn't beat the first man again. I'm tired of saying the same shit, but it keeps happening over and over again. Rodgers into Barkley. Gets a 1-2. Watkins. Oh. Damn. Nearly. We are just... It's literally like a foot away from being the perfect through ball. John Duran has been called, and the Villa fans do applaud and cheer that. Come on, Big John! Big John Duran! Let's get cooking, baby! Come on, John. Captain Chaos, mate. Thrown for Villa. Headed away by Delict. Garnacho into Tielemans. With a poor header away, I should say. Carlos. An hour played. It's been all Villa the last 5-10 minutes. Cash into Bailey. United are starting to just defend a little bit more deeper now. And Bailey is fouled. And Rashford's been booked, by the way. Referee. Oh, this could be a huge moment. Rashford is booked. I don't think he's going to send him off. I don't think he's going to send off Rashford. It is just a telling. Rashford is lucky. I think that's a booking, man. He has swiped at Bailey there. That's a booking on Rashford. The referee has bottled that. That should have been a red card for Rashford. The referee has absolutely bottled that one. Yeah, that's definitely a second yellow. Yeah, that is a joke of a decision. The ref has absolutely bottled it. Villa sub. Bailey off. John Duran. Come on, John. Come on, John. I love this, man. Captain Chaos, baby. We got half an hour of it. John Duran is on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. Bailey's off, who's had an awful game. So it feels like we're gaining 2 players. Come on, John. And the Villa crowd are cheering John Duran. Referee has been all Villa. Few of the yellows United got. Oh, come on, mate. Come on. Maguire elbows Watkins in the face. Obvious yellow. Ericsson trips over Rodgers. Obvious yellow. With a shirt pull as well. You can't really argue. Look, the referee hasn't played well. Hasn't done well this game, right? But you can't moan about the yellows you've got, really. Digne free kick for Villa. It's gone all the way across. Watkins! Oh, for fuck's sake. He's got right underneath it. Are you disappointed in your team absolutely throwing this game? There's zero interest in scoring. I just think we've been arsed. I don't think it's not to the want of not scoring. I just think we've been arsed. I don't think they're blatantly missing chances. You're off your head, mate. Unfortunately, I think I'm more frustrated that the referee has bottled sending off Marcus Rashford there. That's what I'm more concerned about. He's took a complete and utter swipe at Bailey, nowhere near the ball. Lazy, a lazy striker tackle. Rashford is substituted. Boo! You dick. Should be off. You knob. It should be sent off. What a prick. What a prick. Tom, I bet you absolutely loved the Villa Bayern game midweek. Because I know you watched it. I bet you loved it. Anthony's on, as well as Xerxes. Why is Werner starting? I do want to win, says Liv. I mean, he can run with the ball well. The finishing is not quite there. Garnacho is fouled by Cash, and Cash is still claiming he gets the ball, but the referee doesn't agree. Philogene is on. Yep, he's still on. He's still on. He's not really. I don't think Philogene has played very well today, in all fairness, and I'll back him because he's his academy and all that. But yeah, Spark says Villa ain't winning any title. Well, I don't think we're in a title race, mate. In all fairness, Digne against Anthony clears the ball long. Villa want a throw in, which does get given as it flicks off Anthony. We are playing two up front, though. I notice how Tom has said nothing to, did you watch the Villa Bayern game? He's been absolutely quiet here. I wonder if he'll skip out the question entirely. Duran, lovely flick header forward. Watkins can't get that pass towards John Duran again. And that's a good start already. Philogene with the early throw. Rodgers twists and turns. Rodgers in the box. Hasn't been his game today. Loses the ball. And Bruno against Morgan Rodgers. And if the referee... I'll tell you what, man. This referee's a joke. Bruno's shielding the ball. Rodgers is allowed to try and tackle him. I know the referee doesn't think that's in the rules, but he is allowed. Do you think Watkins is getting sick of seeing Duran score? Puts pressure on him. Does put pressure on him. If you're a betting man, I'd stick a tenner on 0-0 here, to be honest. Unless Duran Magic can save Villa once again, and if he saves Villa again, he has to start. I'm sorry, but if once again Duran saves Villa, there's no question. He has to start next game. It's that simple. That's a foul, to be fair, and the referee will play advantage to Man United. Bruno Fernandes against Digne. Oh, good tackle, Digne. Very good. And Barkley now. Trying to turn away from Bruno into Digne. United still pressing quite high. Oh, don't like that from Torres. He left that for Emi. I don't think Emi wanted it. Torres goes long now looking for Philogene. It's won though by Dallo. Garnacho. Oh, don't give that for... Another foul. Cash is saying, I've just lip read no way from Matty Cash. Garnacho just throwing himself to the floor here, and the referee is just eating it up every single time. Look, I'll say it and I'll keep saying it. The grabbing of the shirt technically is a foul, right? It's a grey area, but he's grabbing the shirt. But United players feel the grab and literally just drop to the floor like they got shot. And the referee has fell for it every single time. Every time. It's just forcing the referee to make the decision, and it's a really good opportunity for Bruno Fernandes. And it's in the script for Bruno to make this 1-0, innit? It's in the script. Maybe this is Unai's 4D chess to lose to United to keep Ten Hag in the job. keep Ten Hag in for a few more weeks. This is the position where Bruno would want a free kick though, and I hate that they've basically got it for nothing. Bruno free kick for Manchester United. Hits the bar. And it's put wide by Anthony. Bruno hits the crossbar. Bruno Fernandes. It's a good free kick. It's a good free kick. Bruno hits the crossbar. Oh, Anthony's missed an open goal, basically, there. Because Emi Martinez dives full stretch at one end. Anthony with a rebound. He's got to hit the target there, Anthony. It's just a typical Anthony shot. You tell the players are tired. Yeah, but they also played midweek, so it's not an excuse, I don't think. Rodgers into Barkley. 20 minutes to go here, still 0-0. And I will say, United easily now have had the best chance to score, and they hit the crossbar. Yeah, Anthony cost 95 minutes. It's one of those where, like, it is technically an open goal. It's an awkward shot to hit because he's edge of the box and he's got a player on him. But it is statistically, Anthony has missed an open goal there for Man United. Now, you could ask, is that the script? Is that Anthony purposely missing? Again, I'm joking, but some people will actually believe Anthony has purposely missed that just to sack Ten Hag. Is Carlos into Torres, Tielemans. Puts the ball through Kobe Mainoo's legs here. Oh, but then we've given it away. Barkley with a tackle on Mainoo. And a United throw in the middle of the park. This game has been awful, man. This game has been absolutely awful. It is an open goal. Martinez on the floor. In fact, Martinez on the floor out of his goal. That is an open goal. Is Barkley. He's had a much better half, to be fair. Barkley, good ball. Rodgers. Fuck's sake. That's really poor. Look, I'm a huge fan of Morgan Rodgers. He has had a poor game. Rodgers has had a really poor game today. That's a brilliant ball. Brilliantly weighted pass from Barkley. And I don't know what Rodgers is even trying to do there. He's looking up to put a ball into... I think it's just come off his other boot. It's come off his other boot and gone a bit further forward than what he wanted, I think. From seeing the slow down replay of that. Because he has just absolutely hacked that into the north stand. From a really promising position. Onana. United play out from the back. Lindelof. That's a great pass. It was Bruno Fernandes into Xerxes. Oh, what a tackle, Digne! Brilliant, Digne. United didn't get the shout there because Digne just picked the pocket. Lindelof hooks it forward. Good pass into Anthony. Bruno Fernandes into Xerxes. It's 20 minutes to go here. Come on, Villa, man. I got a really bad feeling about the end of this game, because we've just not really been up for it. Harrison says he's put money on Durant to score. So if he doesn't, you can thank me. Well, thanks, Harry. What is Xerxes doing? I don't think Xerxes got the shout. Because I think any professional football there would react. I don't think anyone has shouted to him that Digne's on his shoulder. Anthony, edge of the Villa box here. Good pass from Eriksen into Garnacho. United have been the better team last 10 minutes. Oh, that's brilliant. Brilliant from Carlos. Who's been our best player. I'm talking about their best player. Carlos has been absolutely fantastic since coming on. It's a really good interception, and because it's not a back pass, the deflection from Carlos takes it all the way to Martinez. He can pick up the ball. Yeah, I don't think Rodgers shot. I just think he just spoons it. I just think he absolutely spoons it. Oh, now Carlos is down. Oh, for fuck's sake. You can't write this. Are you sick? There's surely not another Villa injury. Carlos is being helped to his feet by Emi Martinez, but he's limping a little bit. For God's sake, man. I genuinely cannot cope with another injury, man. Seriously. I'm hoping he can shake it off, but he doesn't look in the greatest of shape there, Carlos. Oh, Christ, man. Guys, double tap the screen. Like I said, I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. I'll be doing a video as well on TikTok after the game just to give my thoughts on it. I'm gonna give you a spoiler. It's not gonna be entirely positive. Who'd have thought? Thanks for the rose from JT. Imagine cheating against Wickham to win and then struggling against United. Yeah, you skipped out the part where we beat Bayern Munich, but I mean, good for you, Jay. And also go back and see if I've ever supported what John Duran did, because I do not. But if you want to be like that, you can. I thought what Duran did was actually quite embarrassing. There was no need for it. I think if he meant to actually dive, I think he trips himself and then just goes with it. I don't think he's At least I would hope that he's not trying to dive. But if he was, then that's just stupid. And yeah, he's a bit of a knob for that. But like I said, I don't think that's what he was going for. Who do you fancy the Tottenham game? Spurs have a weird record with Brighton, don't they? But they did just beat United. It would be a very Spurs thing to go and lose, wouldn't it? After playing so well against Man United. So I'm going to say Brighton to win 2-1. Duran hits the chest of Evans. Villa want handball, but you'll never get that. Cash. Quarter of an hour to go here. This is crap, man. Genuinely, this is terrible football. Torres. Tielemans helps it on. That's a foul. Free kick to Villa, edge of the box. De Ligt on Ollie Watkins, and De Ligt is pleading his case here, but Watkins is just crunched there. Watkins gets elbowed in the face by Maguire in the first half, and in the second half just smashed into by De Ligt. Pearl said, we're not time wasting. We're just shit. Like someone earlier in my TikTok chat says we're missing on purpose. No, we've just been shit today. We've been really poor. I think these are the standards that Unai Emery has set, right? Because in the past, I think a 0-0 against Man United would have been looked at as like a good result. But the standards at Villa have gotten very high because I think this is one of the worst performances that we've had in a long time, and we're not even losing. We've had games where we've lost and we've played a lot better than this. Arsenal at home, we lost 2-0, right? I thought Villa were really good against Arsenal and very unlucky. Watkins missed 2 sitters in that game, and we could have easily won it. We've played a lot better in that than what we have done today. It's just we're playing terrible opposition. That's why I said, like, I'm very honest in saying this. If we played like the majority of the Premier League today, we would have lost. We're lucky we're playing such a poor team. Ward-Prowse just cuddled the ball and got a red card. Oh dear. Yeah, Harry, about your Duran bet. I mean, Villa have been awful, mate. So you might have just thrown money down the drainer. Digne, to no surprise to anyone today, has just blasted this free kick into Rosehead. This is the worst day of set pieces Digne's ever had. Yeah, Forest are out of 10 men with 10 minutes to play at Stamford Bridge. It's still 1-1. I think Chelsea lost to Forest at home, didn't they, last season? So it's still a slight improvement. £4 for no Villa win, fine by me. This has been abysmal. Genuinely abysmal. Onana goes long looking for Xerxes. Villa win the ball. United win the second ball, though. It's Darlow into Lindelof, who's just not been threatened all game. And that's actually good from Anthony to spin away from Digne. Anthony's ball. He gets it back here. Still Anthony. That's a good save. Martinez, it's a floated shot. It's not, I mean, you have to question goalkeeping if he scores from there, to be honest. Destined for a Nicholas Jackson winner. And Aaron says, don't know what you lot see. Digne has been wank today. So I'm not, look, Aaron, mate, you can't go with one-off appearances because if you did that, you'd think Digne should play for a 16th place Premier League team. Digne has been very good this season. You look at the Everton game. What is Pau Torres doing, guys? Hello? You look at the Everton game. Digne literally put in one of the best crosses in for Watkins for Villa's first goal back. And that's been a very consistent part of Digne's game this season. It's just been absolutely woeful today. It's not been him. I'm not just going to dogpile him. He's not the only reason. I think Villa all over the pitch has been terrible. I'm going to look at, before I look at the ratings, I think Carlos has been one of our best players today. Off the bench, and I even was worried about him. And as much as I gave criticism to Barkley in the first half, I actually think Barkley's been one of our better players in the second half. Garnacho literally dives there, and the referee this time doesn't give it. But Mainu, and then they've lost the ball as well. This has been an awful... This feels like a relegation game. This feels like genuinely feels like two teams fighting relegation. This, if I was to reskin the players, right, you'd think this was like Southampton Ipswich. Genuinely, Villa get a corner. This genuinely feels like I'm watching Southampton against Ipswich Town. This is an awful game of football. Duran were in it in the 87th. Says drop shot. Luke said playing horrible. He scored for Forest. It was Chris Wood, wasn't it? Bagsman. Bagsman, Chris Wood. Come on, Villa, man. Seriously. Yeah, we are desperately missing Onana. I never want to hear any Villa fans say Onana's not important on Villa. You just take this game. Villa have to halt our set piece for some reason. Oh, I think Power just said something to Johnny Evans there and bumped into him. It's an old school scrappy 0-0, mate. This has just been shot. Like I said, I'm sticking by that. Are we watching Southampton Ipswich? Because Christ, man. Oh, Jay, that's a funny comment. It took me a while to get. That was funny. I'll give you that. Another quality player. I would have loved him at Spurs. I mean, yeah, he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Corner to Villa. It's not a bad corner, but it's a United head that gets to it. And Garnacho backhills it. United clear only as to the halfway line. Cash flicks a header on. Good flick header, actually, on towards Philogene, who I've barely seen touch the ball in the second half, in all fairness. Barkley back to Cash. Come on, Villa, 10 to go here. Come on, man. Seriously, get into him. Flapcat says, although time for a Duran winner yet. I mean, Duran needs to have distribution. Duran has barely had a go with the ball yet today. Tielemans. Down the left in Digne. And the Villa crowd frustrated because we don't play the early ball into Duran. That's a better ball. Digne has it now with the pass from Tielemans. Digne cross deflects off Lindelof again. It's just the final third ball has been woeful today. And now United on the break. Oh, don't do this to me, man. Seriously. Garnacho. Xerxes with a backheel flick. Ah! To nobody. What is Xerxes doing? What is Xerxes doing, pal? Does Xerxes even look before he does that? He just flicks the ball literally to that ghost. I don't think he looks. He just expects Anthony to be. Anthony's not even in the frame. Goodness me, man. It's what I mean. We've been shite today, and if we played a better team, we'd have lost. We're so lucky that we've played such a bad team today, because we would have lost this. We've been awful. But that's what we're up against. Is Duran on the ball, on the left for Villa. I think that's a cross from Duran, which has gone out. Yeah, he's just put his thumbs up to Watkins. Yeah, it's a cross from John. 9 minutes to go. Frankly, it's embarrassing we're drawing this as bent. Yeah, like I said, I'm not happy with it, but it is what it is, man. Like, we're playing awful. Absolutely awful, and we're still not losing. Last time we played as bad as in the Championship. Last time we played this bad was... I think it's genuinely, I know we've been battered, right? I think it's the worst we've played since Gerrard's last game. We got beat 3-0 by Fulham. I think it's been the worst game in Unai Emery's tenure, definitely. Bear in mind, in that time, we got beat 5-1 by Newcastle. I thought we played better attacking football than that day. It's just been absolute dross, man. It's been terrible. What about when we beat you 4-0? I don't know who you support. Oh, Spurs at home. Spurs at home was bad, to be fair. Spurs at home was bad. I thought we were good in the first half, but then second half we fell to pieces. That second half, I'll take just the second half alone. We've just been bad all over this game, but the first half, I thought we were all right against Spurs in that game. And we just fell to pieces as soon as Maddison scored. Lovely dummy, by the way. Duran, tackled by Lindelof, gets the ball back, lays it off, cross from Digne. Dallo clears it as far as Cash. Villa have 7 minutes here. Barkley. Into Philogene. Philogene digs a cross in. It's just hopeful crosses. This does actually feel like Gerrard ball. It's just hopeful balls, man. I've watched 3 0-0s this weekend. Oh, William. Oh, dear. Oh, that's peak football, mate. Peak football. Peak ball. Are you a West Brom fan, maybe? I know that was West Brom Millwall's 0-0. It's the first 0-0 I could think of. Cash into Philogene. Philogene has to go backwards. They have locked Philogene out of this game. Philogene has been so ineffective. Good ball from Carlos towards Digne. Anthony lets it go. Digne gets it. Flick header into Rodgers. Kobe Mainu gets the ball and Lindelof has to put it out for a throw in. Come on, Villa! 6 minutes, please. Bro, I'm gonna be Sabrina Carpenter. Please, 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 blood. Maatsen is on for Villa. Maatsen will be on for surely Digne, as it's always the substitution. And Casemiro's on for Kobe Mainu. Casemiro's been... I can't believe that. Casemiro's on for Man United. I am dumbfounded by that. Kobe Mainu, I think, has played well. Other than his yellow card, I think he's played quite well today. So Digne's off for Maatsen. Yeah, it's been probably one of Digne's worst games in a Villa shirt, at least going forward. Maatsen will take the throw in. He's only just come on. He's going to touch the ball with his hands more than his feet early in this game. Maatsen bowls it towards the box. Duran flicks a header on towards Watkins. Shoulders it down. Barkley, not great from control from him. Carlos into Tielemans. Oh, Rodgers just misses the ball entirely. Oh, for fuck's sake, boys. One back, though, by Yuri Tielemans. He's been our best player today. Maatsen. Goal kick. Honestly, kill me. Oh, my God. This has been awful. Oh. This has been awful, man. Fucking hell. Mate. This is going to be a thumbnail for the stream today. There we go. That's thumbnail sorted. That is the thumbnail sorted for today. There we go. Fucking hell. Rashford should have been sent off. Yeah, he took a swipe at Bailey, and the fans obviously were not happy that a second yellow weren't shown. Instead, the referee went over to just have a word with him. And what a surprise! They took him off a minute later because he was a red card risk. Who'd have thought? Ericsson with a 1-2. Bruno. If they get a late, honestly, the only thing that could piss me off more is like a late dagger from Bruno would really put me over the edge, to be honest. Cross, good hold by Emmy. Where's the urgency, Emmy? Come on. Do we want to win the game? Why is Emmy holding on to the ball? Lads, it is 0-0. We're going long. Emmy held the ball for 10 seconds there. Surely we have to want to win this game. That's a foul. Thank you. Lindelof with a proper shove into Duran. Villa take it short. Oh, ref! Lindelof has smashed into one. How? Thank you. He's been bought. What a horrible challenge from Lindelof. He has absolutely sent Rodgers into next Tuesday with a tackle there. Proper Brexit challenge from Lindelof. Bloody hell, man. Look at this. He has no intent for that ball. He has just smashed into Rodgers there. How many yellows now for United? How many yellows? 5. 5 yellow cards, man. 5 yellows. Free kick to Villa. They've all been shocking, though, today, so yeah. No, he didn't get sent off. It was a yellow, but it was a horrible tackle from Victor Lindelof. Free kick to Villa. 3 minutes to go. Please, boys. For God's sake, please. Please! I want one good set piece. For the love of God. Give me one set piece. Oh, for God's sake. The referees had to have a replacement armband thing. Goodness me. 13 minutes added on in the chat. 13? That game will finish somehow before the Villa one at this, right? They just murdered Maresca. What happened? Did someone like smash into him in the technical area or something? Harry says, found out today mid-table team at best. I think we need to not be reactive, right? But we have been awful today. I think it's just a wake up. That's all it is. Maybe we underestimated United, but they've been shit as well. So I don't even want to say that. Like I said, we're just lucky we're playing a poor team. We would have lost this. We've basically gained a point today because we're just playing awful opposition that they'll probably sack tomorrow. Because they've been awful. They were awful against Porto, and they've been awful today. Well, Porto bottled their game by trying to play defensive, and we've bottled today by being arse. Yeah, United have 5 yellows and no red from today. I don't know how they've not got. I still don't know how Rashford wasn't sent off. Are we finally going to get underway, ref? Goodness me, man. It's huge stoppage here because the referee's communication device isn't working. What a load of shite this is. New batteries. New batteries are needed. This is the Premier League. What do you mean new batteries? And that's unbelievable, this. I've never seen this before, ever. There's new batteries have to be put in for the referee's communication device on his arm. It's literally batteries. This is the Premier League. Oh my life, man. This is actually genuinely taking like 2-3 minutes to sort out. Flatcat says we need a little bit of Captain Chaos. We need a referee who has efficient equipment. Honestly, man. What, couldn't he just ignore them for a few minutes? This is genuinely stupid. He's still not got it sorted. Non-league referees, right, don't have this. But they had to just stop 7 minutes at a time. He's going to be given. The Villa fans are booing it. 6 minutes. The clock is still going while they're sorting him out. And the Villa fans are genuinely still booing it. It's still not sorted out. Guys! It's been 4 minutes now. Yeah, the Villa fans are booing this. This is a piss take. 4 minutes it's taken to sort it. Jesus, man. Are we finally done? Are we finally done? He's strapping him up now. 4 minutes. Nearly 5. 5 minutes for a referee to sort out the battery on his arm. 5 minutes, man. What a piss take. Someone had to run to get a box for him to get a backup one. 5 minutes. What an absolute joke that is. I've never seen anything like that before. What an absolute joke. Finally, we're going to have the free kick. The free kick was given, in fact, we can see, right? Free kick was given in the 86th minute. We are now in the 92nd. Just now. We're coming into 92nd now. Free kick to Villa. Flicked away by Bruno. Duran battling with De Ligt. Edge of the box, it's Philogene against Eriksson. Philogene into Rodgers. Oh, that's poor ball from Rodgers. Deflected. Villa throw-in. Oh. My life, man. I have to do my foot champs games today. I have to pop to the shops to get triple A. That's unbelievable what I'm seeing. It's Premier League. Long throw from Cash. Cleared by Dallo. Only as far as Pau Torres. Torres. Tielemans. Love that. Rodgers. Chance. Maatsen. Chance for Philogene. Oh! Dallo blocks what probably saves United a point. Dallo might have just saved Manchester United it. De Ligt slips over. Falls to Philogene at the back stick. Oh my life, Philogene. If he keeps it low across, it's a goal. He's just blasted it. And it hits the back of Dallo. Jack, we all get it wrong, mate. And you never know, Villa could get a goal next minute. Maatsen corner. It's gone all the way, and Watkins took the ball down and lost it. And now, oh no. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, well in, Cash. Well in, Matty. Well in, Matty Cash. That should have been a huge chance for United. Cross there was awful. It was Garnacho on the break. And if he found Bruno, it's probably a United goal there. That's an awful ball from Garnacho. It's an awful ball from Garnacho. Really well defended from Cash. We nearly lost the game there because we pushed so many players forward. Goodness me. Corner to United. So a weird ass basketball game is becoming now. Barkley is the first Villa man to get booked today in the 94th minute. Still it's 0-0. At one end, Philogene probably should have made it 1-0 to Aston Villa. At the other end, a pass from Garnacho should be a lot better, and it should have been a 1-on-1 for Bruno Fernandes. Corner to United, headed away by John Duran. It's another corner. He's literally just heads it straight back towards him. It's another Ericsson corner. It's another right-footed outswinger. That's a header wide by, I think, Johnny Evans. Yeah, poor header. And there's a huge roar from the Holts as they want us to thump the ball quickly. But what are we still? Oh, Johnny Evans has been given man of the match, which I called that half time. Evans was brilliant. Evans has been absolutely brilliant. I will say, United fans, you can never question Johnny Evans' mentality. You can take the piss out of his ability sometimes, but he always plays well, or at least tries. he puts passion into the shirt. Free kick to Man United. Duran with the foul. He just smiles at the referee. And Casemiro now down. Put me out my misery, man. What an awful game of football this has been, man. Like I said, worst game of the season by a mile. It. Oh, the Villa says Evans man of the match. Never expected that. Onana, free kick. Going long. Towards Xerxes, won back by Matson. Cleared by Tielemans, only as far as Casemiro. Garnacho. That's a good ball from Anthony. Into Lindelof, hooks across. Cleared by Barkley. Thankfully Barkley was switched on then, because that could have gone anywhere. Garnacho on the other side. That's gone out. Referee? The referee doesn't stop play. Cash heads it forward and out of play. And we're over 6 minutes now. To be fair, the referee has to play a bit more time because they were still pissing about for like a minute or two with his communication device. So, yeah. We've got to play a bit more time. Casemiro going long, and that's awful from Casemiro. Leave the football before the football leaves you. Emmy, please. Why are we taking the piss, Memmy? Pau Torres goes long. Thankfully, we do go direct. Watkins doesn't win that header. Villa get the second ball. Barkley, that's a good ball into Duran. Duran tries to turn De Ligt. We get the second ball again. Rodgers, Duran, into Matson. Options in the box. Rodgers now on the outside. Duran's still almost left wing here. Tielemans, good ball into Barkley, trying to twist and turn. Barkley, Rodgers. Oh, fuck's sake, Morgan, man. What is that? He's been awful today. I love Rodgers. I love him. He's been absolute shite today. What is that? Is Rodgers Ten Hag in? Rodgers has to be Ten Hag in, because what was that? And that will probably be full-time now. That will most likely be full-time. That's awful, man. Absolutely awful. Thumped long by Onana. We're into the 8th minute of injury time here. Philogene. And that's full time, ladies and gentlemen, at Villa Park. And it's finished Villa 0, United 0. That's just terrible. That's just terrible. That's the worst game that we've had under Unai for a very, very long time. And the stat goes straight away to worst start to a season for Man United as well. I mean, it's a result that doesn't benefit anyone. I think Ten Hag's job is still probably gone. Villa were awful. All I'm going to say is Rodgers is Ten Hag in. Because Rodgers did everything possible to keep Ten Hag in the job today. I mean, I love Morgan Rodgers, but he was abysmal. Not just him. I'm not going to dig just him out. I think Villa were just awful over the pitch today. Digne with the worst set pieces I've ever seen. And yeah, I mean, Konza getting injured early didn't help. Maatsen was subbed on a bit too late for my liking. Barkley didn't play well in the first half, but I think picked up second half. Tielemans, I mean, just if you're on YouTube right now, look at that, right? Look at the ratings. The only one in green is Tielemans, and that's just deserved, to be quite honest. Tielemans played really well. But genuinely, other than Tielemans, who did? Genuinely, who did? I'll give Carlos credit. Carlos did well off the bench, but that was awful. And we're just lucky we played a bad team today, because we would have lost if we played anyone good. Thank you all for watching as always. Be sure to follow the account. We've had a lot of new followers today. I did say we're going to get... Ten Hag still getting sacked. What's funny about this? I still think Ten Hag is sacked. Because United were terrible as well. I don't think either team were good. And to be honest, if United had any standards, they'd also sack Ten Hag. So if United fans want to celebrate a 0-0 at Villa Park, you can. But you played awful, and you have been awful for weeks now. You're 14th in the Premier League. If you want Ten Hag in, that's on you. But he's probably going to get sacked for that. It's like I said, it's a result no one wants, really. Because it's a result Ten Hag wouldn't have wanted. It's a result Villa wouldn't have wanted. And his job is probably gone. And Villa, we are level now with Chelsea on points. And goal difference puts them above us. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Thank you all very much. As always, I will be... Villa's next game is Fulham away. I'll be live for that after the international break. I'll probably be doing a video as well. But that is just like a really poor, disappointing end towards the international break. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, I'm going to do a video and record some foot champs. That will really cheer me up.